Mopar Dad 84 here, and today I'm going to go over how I removed 100 pounds from my 2015 Dodge Challenger. Everybody knows these cars are heavy cars, so any way that you can reduce a little bit of weight, you're going to improve your handling, your braking, your acceleration, everything. So it's a good thing to do anytime you can reduce a little bit of weight on any vehicle, especially one that, you know, is a little oversized for a sports car, but we love them anyways. So I'm going to do a cold start real quick for y'all, because the exhaust is one of the things that I changed and reduced weight on. So here we go. Things I did to reduce weight, they're really heavy, are those two mufflers or resonators right at the very rear of the car. They're very big and heavy and bulky, so I estimate a good 40 pounds of weight there that I've took off the car just in taking those resonators off and straight piping it. So here we're going to try to get a look under here. Straight piece of pipe is now used to be a big huge muffler resonator, and I'll show you what those look like here. We're gonna walk over and grab these or take a look at those real quick. And I'll also pop the hood, and one of the other things is under the hood. So right there you see these two big canisters. Those things are really heavy, especially when you're under the car yanking on them. Them little pieces of 2.5-inch pipe that are under the car now, that's what replaced those big heavy beasts. So those, in taking those off, that will improve your performance and sound, as well as drop 40 to 50 pounds. I'm saying about 40 pounds, but might be closer to 50, might be a little more, a little less in here, but pretty close. Either close to 100 pounds or a little over or a little less. I'm gonna go back down to the car, pop the hood, and we're gonna look at one of the other things I changed. So again, exhaust, 40 to 50 pounds off the car for just removing those two rear canisters and big heavy canisters. Okay, now under the hood we have under the hood the K&N cold air intake. And removing this K&N cold air intake is advertised as only weighing like 10 pounds. And I'm going to drop a picture in here of what it looked like before the cold air intake. And most people probably know about what boxes are under here. But normally there'd be like two big boxes under here. Now they're plastic, but plastic weighs up too. And it's definitely more than 10 pounds for those two big plastic boxes and all the plastic tubing that was on here stock. I would say I took probably 10 to 20 pounds off of the car, removing those and adding this. So I'm estimating those the stock intake kit, the box and the tubing and the other box, as being 20 to 30 pounds, and this is weighing 10. So that's another 10 to 20 pounds taken off the car with removing them stock boxes. And I'm going to drop a picture in there so you can see what it looked like before. Now, so you can see that it looks a lot nicer under the hood now with that cold air intake. It's lighter, looks better, sounds a lot better, performs better, gives you a lot more power, especially if you live in the north, where you're going to be able to suck in a lot more of that air that's cold, which is cold most of the time up here. So especially if you live in the north. If you live in the south, you might not gain as much horsepower benefit with the cold air intake. I still recommend it because, one, it looks great. Two, it sounds great. It'll improve your stock exhaust sound. It'll improve your aftermarket exhaust sound, and improves your intake sound greatly. It sounds awesome. So highly recommend cold air intake. But going on to the third thing that I changed in the car, there's only a few. These are three things are going to equal 100 pounds or more. I probably went a little lenient on this. It's probably actually more than 100 pounds, but for argument's sake, I'm just saying 100 pounds. So I probably took a little more than 100 pounds off the car with these three things. And two of them was performance mods. So increase the sound and the performance of the car. So you're increasing performance with the intake and the exhaust. You're increasing the sound, the performance, and you're dropping weight. So you're gaining performance in double, because a lighter car is going to be easier to propel than a heavy car. So here's number 3. It's going to be under here. If you have one of the new Challengers or Chargers, it might be a little different. I have this basketball under here, but this doesn't weigh that much. But in my car, in the 2015, there used to be a jack and a spare under here, and it's a steel wheel. It's a big 20-inch size, rim, so it matches the the height of the car when you put it on there. So another way you could lighten up the weight of the car also would be this battery right here. See how big this battery is? Imagine if you put an Optima battery in there. You'd probably save another 40 pounds. It's a big battery, and Optima batteries only weigh, like, I want to say 30 pounds maybe. And that battery probably weighs 80 pounds. I know that's a big battery. Might be off on that, but yeah. I'm estimating the spare tire that I took out and the jack and the mountain bracket and everything that was in this car. I'm estimating another 50 to 60 pounds. So you can see where I'm easily over 100 pounds, at 100 pounds or over in weight that I've taken off the car. And again, the new Challengers and Chargers probably have one of these emergency flat repair kits. That's what I did. I just took the spare out, the jack, the mounting bracket and everything, threw this emergency flat repair kit in it. This thing only weighs a couple pounds versus 50 to 60 pounds for all that other stuff that was in there. So it's a way to reduce some weight. Eventually, if I have to change the battery, I will throw one of the lightweight Optimas in there and take another probably 40 pounds out of the trunk. I would rather take it off the front of the car than the back of the car, but anywhere you can remove weight, this is still a heavy car in the back, in the front, everywhere. It's just a big, heavy car, so anywhere you can take weight off is a plus. And if I have trouble with wheel spin, I'll just put some little wider tires on there and boom, problem solved. So anywhere I can remove some weight, I'm going to do it. I'd like to take more weight than that off the car. There's more things that I want to do to reduce weight, but as it is now, those three things, easily 100 pounds off the car, probably a little bit more. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and check out my other videos on my channel. I'm loading videos up for the Challengers, the Mopars, on Mondays usually. So, and then I also am loading shooting videos on Wednesdays. So 2 videos a week, at least one every week of the Challenger or my truck or the van. I haven't put any videos up from them yet, but I'm going to. So it isn't just going to be all about the Challenger always. It's just any of my Mopars. We have all Mopars, so I have 3 different Mopars that I'll be doing videos on. Also doing a lot of shooting videos lately, so I'm having a lot of fun with that too. So again, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Mopar Dad out. I also want to add that I switched out the 2 mid mufflers to 2 Super 44 Flowmasters, stainless steel, 2.5-inch inlet and outlet offset. And if you liked the sound of the cold start, the way my car is set up, and you want to replicate that, you would need to switch those mid mufflers as well. I would advise that when you remove the resonators, just to see if you like that sound, then stick with that. If you want something a little deeper, then switch out the mid mufflers to something like them Super 44s. I also did a video how to make a V6 Challenger sound like a V8, so go check that out. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.